And honestly, this might be all you need. Being an artist isn't just about creating. It's about carrying the moments that shape you. The laughter of friends, the quiet struggles, the fleeting joys. Life finds meaning through these experiences and the people who share them with us. And in turning them into something real, we as artists are reminded why it all matters. Now that entire cinematic sequence was all filmed on my iPhone. No expensive camera, no crazy gear, just this and a couple of small lenses. And when it comes to creating cinematic footage, I feel like one of the misconceptions is you need expensive cinema cameras, these crazy expensive lenses. And at one point in time, I believe that too. But after making hundreds of YouTube videos, I realized that you really only need 4 lenses to create cinematic video. The first lens you need is a wide angle lens. The second lens you need is a telephoto lens for compression and depth. The third lens you'll need is a long telephoto lens, extra points for macro capabilities to bring those smaller details and textures to life. And the last lens that you'll need, which I found to be probably the most cinematic, is some type of specialty lens. A lens that's going to pose a question to your viewer, how was he able to create that shot? Now the problem is buying multiple lenses for your camera can get extremely expensive. And so I found a solution. Rather than spending a ton of money on a new camera and a couple of different lenses, why not just take the camera that I have on me 24/7 and elevate it to the next level? And that is where the Reeflex G Series lenses come into play. Now laid out in front of me here, I have 4 of Reeflex's G Series lenses, which are designed to be compatible with your iPhone to elevate the footage, whether that be through cinematic video or even through photography. And these are not just some cheap clip-on lenses. These are lenses designed to create high quality cinematic video. Now here are the 4 lenses that I have in front of me. The first one is going to be a wide angle lens. This is going to give you a similar field of view to your 0.5 lens, except that it's going to use the 1x camera, which is of course the highest quality camera in your iPhone. The next lens is the G Series telephoto lens right here. One of my favorites, by the way, for the compression that you get from it. I will be talking a little bit more about this lens here in a couple of minutes. You also have this super nifty macro lens right here, which actually comes with a couple of extenders so you can get really close to your subjects. And last but not least, probably my favorite lens of the lineup here, you have the anamorphic lens, which is going to allow you to shoot in that beautiful aspect ratio, de-squeeze it in post, and you get that beautiful kind of blue flare to it as well. And this is a lens that you typically will not see in this price range. It is absolutely amazing, the quality that you get from a lens like this. All right, so let's jump into how I used each of these lenses to create these beautiful cinematic shots. Now, the wide angle lens is pretty cool because it's one of the more flat lenses, I guess you could say. And pretty much to mount these lenses onto your camera, all you have to do is use the Reeflex case. That's actually going to have threads built into the camera mounts for your specific phone. So I have the iPhone 17 Pro Max, and it's as simple as taking the lens here and screwing it in. Now, what I like to use the wide angle lens for is the environmental kind of establishing shot. So if I'm talking to the camera and I'm doing like a vlog style thing, I will use the wide angle lens. Gives me about 110 degree field of view. It's great for capturing different environments, capturing different light. And unlike some of the other iPhone lenses that you'll find on the market, this one doesn't give you any type of weird distortion or warping or anything like that. And so it's actually been one of my most used lenses because of just how versatile it can be. I also want to take a second to mention that they also make these really cool magnetic filters. So you essentially just take this adapter, it magnetizes to the lens, and you can take any one of the filters that they sell. This is a black mist, attach it to it, and now you have a black mist filter in front of your lens, and it actually makes some extremely good images. Now moving on over to the telephoto lens. Now I'm not exactly sure what the field of view is on the telephoto lens, but I would say it gives me roughly around like a 50mm to around like a 75mm field of view. Now every time I've used the telephoto lens, I always pair it up with the variable ND filter, because if you use a variable ND, it can allow your camera, your iPhone camera, to use the maximum wide open aperture of 1.8, which if you didn't know gives gives you that beautiful cinematic shallow depth of field that everybody knows and loves. And when you combine that telephoto compression with that shallow depth of field, you create really dreamy looking video that doesn't even look like it was shot on an iPhone. Now moving on to the next lens here, and this one is the G Series Super Telephoto / Macro Lens. But this is the case that the macro lens comes in, and if you look inside, it actually has two different adapters. The first one here is a 200mm macro extender, and again, it just has that beautiful magnetic system, so everything is super quick and easy to kind of switch out. And then you also have the 300mm attachment, which is going to get even closer to give you more of those refined details and give you a lot of texture in your video. I use this specific lens, especially when I was showing some of the camera gear. This will get you super close to your subject, and it is mind-blowing that this is all coming from just my iPhone. And the last lens in this lineup here is the anamorphic 1.33x lens. Now, first and foremost, take a quick look at that front lens element. As you can see, it is a squared shape. Essentially what this lens does is it gives you the ability to shoot anamorphic video. So it's going to take your footage, it's going to squeeze it all into one frame, and then later on in post, when you stretch it back out to the 1.33x, it's going to give you that beautiful cinematic wide angle field of view that everybody knows and loves. And I'm talking cinema grade quality. Now this is what I would consider to be the specialty lens, because it has like this blue flare coating, which if you look into some of the video clips that I posted up in the beginning, there is a very distinctive look that this lens gives off. And in a lot of ways, it kind of gives you the same field of view as this camera. Check this out. This is the Hasselblad X-Pan, and it gives you sort of that panoramic sort of, aspect ratio. Now you can do that with this if you de-squeeze the footage. And a little fun trick here is take videos using this lens right here, de-squeeze it in post, and you can get panoramic images from this lens. And the best part is this costs a fraction of what this camera costs right here. This camera cost me $6,000. This doesn't even cost 1/3 of that. But there is a quick little overview of the Reeflex G Series lenses. Now, before I let you guys go, I have a couple of tips that I want to give to you, because if you are getting these lenses, you're going to need these tips to get the best possible footage. Now, the first tip that I have for you all is if you are buying these lenses, I would highly recommend picking up the adapters as well. Now, as I mentioned earlier, these are all magnetic adapters. They just look like these really thin discs, but these are extremely important if you want to be able to change your lens filters quickly. Now, because their entire system is around magnets, you essentially just take these adapters, throw it onto the lenses, and you can take any one of their filters. For example, here is an ND32 filter, and this is literally all that you have to do. You take this, and that's it. You line it up. That's it. Now you can take this entire setup, screw it onto your camera, and you have your setup ready to go. Another tip that I have for you is if you are going to get some of Reeflex's amazing magnetic filters, the two that I highly recommend are the variable ND filter as well as the black mist filter. And the reason why is because you can actually combine and stack filters. So check this out. This is an ND32 filter, as you can see there on the side. And this right here is the black mist filter, which is going to give you some of that nice bloom and halation effects. All you do is you literally just grab the top and bottom and combine it, and it just combines together, making one really interesting filter. So now you have a variable ND filter on top of a black mist filter, which you can literally just take and magnetize to your lens. How freaking cool is that? And I know in this video I've been showing you these lenses capabilities mainly for video and creating cinematic footage, but these lenses can also be used for photography, which is a huge game changer because there's a ton of different apps that you can download from Reeflex themselves, like the Pro Photo app or even like the time-lapse app, where you can essentially manually control your phone settings and get the exact thing you would get from any type of professional camera just with the lenses and those apps. These last few weeks, I've literally been taking these 4 lenses in my camera bag because it literally doesn't take up any room whatsoever. And I'm able to essentially have everything that I need to create beautiful cinematic video without having to spend, again, an arm and a leg. So if you guys are interested in checking some of these lenses out, I'm gonna leave some links in the description below for you to check out. That's gonna wrap it up for me in this episode. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you in the next one. As always, Minolta Gang.